Alright. Hey everyone, it's Jordan from JJ Media House, and I'm here with Luis. I'll leave a link down to his channel below. Luis, you want to say hi?
What up, YouTube?
And today we're going to be playing and reviewing the Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta. And if you've watched the 2 or 3 other reviews I've done before, I usually like to start out with the positives, work my way to the negatives, and then I'll talk about how I feel about it overall at the end and if I'd recommend it. So, well, Luis, would you like to start first with what you like about it? Or
what I like about it is I guess I would have to say the teamwork that people would have to put in order to actually win in the multiplayer so far. I mean, I have been on teams of where nobody actually works together and then we all just go to fucking shit.
Yeah.
Basically, about that. I mean, no teamwork, you're all gonna fucking lose.
So, I mean, the biggest thing I've noticed about that, like, yeah, it's good to have teamwork, but, usually with my class, I base it around, like, medic, because if you go down in this game, and you get revived, it doesn't go towards their score. They still don't, you know, they don't get a point if the person, gets revived, so.
I see.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So that's a big emphasis on like multiplayer. He kicked me on multiplayer, and I mean teamwork, not multiplayer. So I guess I'll name a couple then. I want to say that I think the graphics are really good. Although for people watching this, know that this is no representation of like the single player graphics. In every Uncharted, usually
Get out here, run!
Yep, run. Usually in Uncharted, the campaign always looks way better than the multiplayer. The multiplayer usually, like, the multiplayer still looks good. It's just, with the multiplayer, it's actually running at 60 FPS. So they downgrade the graphics a bit. I mean, but even then, it still looks amazing, and I can only imagine how the campaign is gonna look. And speaking of which, the FPS, it's actually really good. I have like noticed occasional drops here and there, but usually the frame rate likes to stay at a constant 60, so that's good as well.
I'm following somebody down the middle.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add? I mean, I have more, I just talk a bit too. That's all you gotta say? That's positive?
Well, about the teamwork, well, the graphics are nice. Didn't you say that, like, in single player, everything looks nice, but isn't it also different with the
single
parkour?
player is gonna look way better. Oh yeah, no, in the single player, the parkour won't be as fast. Like I said, they changed quite a bit for the multiplayer. In the multiplayer, the graphics aren't as good, but it's forced like a more like a constant and 60 FPS. Okay. That is actually why. Is he gonna... what was I gonna say? Yeah, it's for a constant frame rate, and that's why they do that, so... Yeah. But in the parkour is slower in the campaign, too. It's not all, like, crazy and fast. You can't just hop up, like, little by little. They speed it up for multiplayer. But I think that's a benefit. I don't think that's bad at all. Like...
Yeah.
I like it, because if the parkour was slow, I think it would be a big issue, actually.
What's it called? I also like how there's people that can help you out, that you can summon as soon as you get enough money. Yeah? Because, like,
so that's what
they all have their own thing to it. Like, there's the sniper, there's the hunter, there's the, I want to say Juggernog looking bastard. And then there's also one more. Oh, the medic. Like,
yeah.
They all have their own thing. I like that because as soon as you can summon one in, then they're most likely gonna help you unless, you know, you get raped by like 5 of them all at once. You know?
Ah, fuck, yeah. Well, actually, I was gonna mention that too. I really actually like the class setups. Like, I like how the perks, you know, like how I use all the reviving one. There's multiple perks. I feel like there's something there for like everyone who like. You know, there's something there for a playstyle of everybody. There's things there for people who like to play stealthy, who like to target people like I do, you know, shoot from a range, and then there's the medic class, and then the people that you can summon, like you said, those guys are cool. And then the guns are cool too, like, oh, damn, I'm down. And I just kind of like the create a class system overall for the most part. There's a couple things I would like to add in about it, but we'll wait until we're in the negative section. On top of that, I would like to add that along with the graphics, the character animations are really good. Like all the climbing animations, the gun animations, the reloading animations, all that is really nice. And so with that being said, the multiplayer experience just from the player's perspective is really smooth, and what really adds to it is like the multiplayer design, the design of the maps. All the maps are designed really well, and they all work really well with the parkour. So that's all, like, I like it all. I think it blends perfect with the map design. Oh, hey, I got you. Oh, never mind, you're dead.
I'm dead.
Yep. I think it's almost like a perfect balance between, like, close encounters, range, and then the parkour in between. And then, of course, swinging on the rope, the new addition. That's actually really fun. Not like a huge game changer, but it's a lot of fun.
I mean, hell, if you get it right, you can actually punch somebody in midair. Or while you're landing.
Yeah, and okay, so to be honest, compared to the older Uncharted multiplayers, not a ton has actually really changed. And really, in simple terms, it's just fun to play. I saw that.
Oh, he coming for your ass?
It's actually just a ton of fun to play, and I'm being choked out. So, like I keep saying, in simple terms, it's fun. I like it, and it's nothing too complicated. You just get in, you shoot people, and you do good with your team, and you'll win. And with that being said, I'd like to move on to the negatives.
Okay.
I got this guy. Alright, we all kind of gangbanged him. So I guess I can go first this time. I'm not a fan of the character customization, like any of it. I don't like the character selection, because there's not that many characters to choose from. And then, like, ooh, I got you. There's not that many characters to choose from, so, you know, it's kind of weird when you play a game and there's 2 Drakes, 2 Solis, or, you know, or all Drakes, or, although that hasn't happened yet. Oh, we won. I thought the score was 35. How did we get 39?
What the fuck?
Well,
anyways,
it's just weird when there's like multiple Drakes going into a lobby, or, you know, all the same villains. So I'm not a fan of the customization of the characters, or the character customization. I feel like you should be able to create your own character, and there should be an extensive extensive customization options for them. I really don't like that, actually. Yeah.
The thing that I didn't like, is, let's see, where do I start? You know, the character customization to where, like, you can customize how they look and all that, like their taunts and all that. And they wear, the only thing that they have so far is basically a hat and a taunt and, like, a suit, basically. And it doesn't seem right to have that. And then also, the other thing that also bugs me is how, like, you get them. Because, like, the only way that you can get them is either buy a chest where you have to pay money to get them, or you have to play a game for like 5 hours and then you'll have enough for like 1 box in order to unlock it. Yeah.
Of the in-game currency.
Yeah.
You collect an in-game currency. It's like by relics, like, you know, because Uncharted's all about finding treasure and stuff. You find relics lying around the map, and you pick those up, and that's your in-game currency to unlock cosmetics. And I'll say that I like it's only cosmetics, but I don't like the system either. I really don't like it, actually. I mean, there's challenges you can do that'll boost it, but I did all 3 of my challenges today, and I could only get 3 boxes, you know? And it ended up being all, what's it called? Taunts.
God.
So, I'm not a fan of that either. Honestly, I don't like any of the like, with each character you can play as, there's like their original outfit and then a second outfit. which for the heroes is usually a suit, like which I'm wearing now. Me and that other Drake, see? And then
There's the hats as well.
Yeah, which there aren't even that many of those, and it's the same for every character. They're not unique or anything. Honestly, like, that's my biggest complaint about that. I mean,
only
this
thing
game
that's
is the
different-
cosmetics.
The only thing that's different for like the characters and all that is the taunts. Because like, I remember that there was this one person that's like taking a selfie for some reason as soon as they like killed me.
Yeah. So, I don't like the cosmetic loot system. I do think they should have, honestly, like I said before, made it to where you could customize a character from scratch, like make your own character.
God damn it.
But if you know, if not even that, if they're gonna do this thing where you have to choose from heroes and not even that big of a selection, then they should have added way more cosmetics. You know, so that I tried, so that they look different enough, you know, from each other.
Yeah.
And the thing is, there's just not enough, like, variety there. And honestly, really, like, looking at my list of all the negatives for this game, it's all about cosmetics. Oh, no, actually, there's no weapon customization. You know, no silencers, no, like, red dot sights, no, anything like that. So, like, I mean, I'll admit that it makes for some balanced gameplay because everybody, you know, is at the same disadvantage of, like, shooting and coming up on the map, but, you know, I mean, that falls into cosmetics too. I would have liked to have seen some gun camos or attachments. It just kind of, you know, adds to the list of things to unlock.
Yeah.
I just died. I jumped off and did nothing.
I will say this, though, like, this type of game does make me want to play The Last of Us a little bit, but then again, it also kind of has, like, the same thing with The Last of Us, you know? You know what I mean? Like, the loadout point things, you know? That's one thing.
Oh, yeah, the loadout points thing.
You can only have up to 25, and then in The Last of Us, all you could have was just, like, what was it, 13 at most? I mean, yeah, this one gives more, but still, just kind of reminds me of that. And then also the way that the game mode is that we're playing right now, just reminds me of, like, what's it called? Shit. There's interrogation, then there's supply raid. Supply raid, that's the one. It kind of just reminds me of that in a way.
I mean, yeah, it's just team deathmatch. There's some, you know, it's the same as every other team deathmatch game. Oh man, wow, there's a sniper, be careful.
What the hell just happened?
So, I don't know, I got sniped though, I'm dead. So with that being said, really, my only complaints is about the cosmetics. You know, there's no real complaints about gameplay. I don't have to, you know, I like all the mechanics, they all play well. And neither list was long. There wasn't a bunch of benefits and there wasn't a bunch of negatives either. Oh, well, he got blown up. So, and when it comes down to it, if I were to ask myself, hey, would I recommend this to someone? Would I like it? If, you know, like once you get done with the campaign, or you know, say it's short and you need a $60 worth out of your game, could you finish getting, you know,
would it like satisfy
the campaign
you for
took
a while?
up $30, you know, and you feel like there's $30 more of content you need? Would the multiplayer be enough? Would it be good enough? And I would say yeah. I mean, this is just the beta. Things could change. I doubt it, because for the past like year or 2 or 3, every beta I play is actually just the finished game. And I mean, if it's like that, I honestly, other than cosmetics and choice of customization, I have no problem with that. I think it would be great. You know, if the map design is this consistent, I just got blown to hell, then I think it's a great multiplayer experience. I will say that I like The Last of Us a bit more. A lot more, actually. But as similar as they are actually pretty different. The Last of Us is really slow, and, you know,
yeah, it's all about
teamwork,
strategy.
also rewards patience and strategy, versus this is like just
run and shoot.
Yeah, run, shoot, kill your teammates, flank, just things like that. I prefer The Last of Us, but that's a personal preference. Some people might prefer this, but I would definitely recommend this. And when Uncharted 4 comes out, and after I beat the campaign, or maybe even before I beat the campaign, I'm probably going to be right back on this. And enjoying it, too. So, is there... Oh, shit. What about you? Would you recommend it?
Yes, I would recommend it. God damn it.
So I guess really that sums up our thoughts about it. Not a lot of complaints and not a ton of positives either. I mean, you can't beat... Yeah, it's fun to play and I would play it more. There's no beating that, you know. Doesn't matter how long... If my negatives were like 3 pages long, let's say, and my positives were the same as they were now, I would probably still like suggest this. It is a lot of fun, especially to play with your friends and work together.
You bastard!
I mean, it's a Naughty Dog product, so, and usually those are pretty golden.
Usually.
And yeah. And well, yeah, that's our thoughts, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Fuck. Sorry if it seemed like we were a bit distracted trying to talk about something and play it at the same time, especially multiplayer is a bit difficult, but I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I'll leave a link to Luis's channel down below. And if you liked the video, why not give it a thumbs up? And if you want to see more, why not subscribe and stick around? And I hope to see you guys next time.